Hey everybody, welcome to it. It's a Thursday and it is 4:01. All right, time for the weather stream. Ross is going to join me in just a minute. My name's Lewis Turner, Chief Meteorologist here at First Coast News, and go out to the beach. You know, we see a couple of those little raindrops on the camera out there. It's been a very active day, but for some. So, you know, when we do things like call for 40% chance of a shower thunderstorm or 60% chance of a shower thunderstorm. We're talking about coverage. So a good deal of us maybe getting some rainy condition out there. But as far as severe weather or strong storms, a lot of that has been relegated down towards some of our more southern communities. And it has been an active day, all right? So I just kind of like rewinding just a bit to regroup what we have seen so far here on a Thursday. Right around 3 o'clock this afternoon, for our friends in Flagler County, tornado warning down there. Now that's expired. I almost shudder to even say the words because it's certainly one of those things that make your spidey sense go up. You say those words. That is long expired and well over. But dynamically speaking, the strong storm potential has kind of remained from that Clay County area and south towards Putnam County, where we had another severe thunderstorm with the potential for rotation even picked up with damage reported out just south of downtown Palatka, in that Lundy area, which is near Browns Landing Road. And of course, you know, some rural areas, absolutely, but nonetheless, damage with trees and power lines down. So it has been an active afternoon. I've got my dear buddy, meteorologist Ross Muma here with us right now. And
little helter-skelter.
We jumped right into it today. Whew! It was one of those days, you know, hey, good thing I decided to come to work.
Amen to that, brother.
Well, it would look bad on me. That would have hurt nobody but myself. You know, you make those drive into work someday, and you're like, man, I could just put it south on 95. I'm just go to Miami. That has never happened in my life. But, you know, just those thoughts. We're in Florida. It's beautiful. But watching the continued, I opened up by just talking about our forecast and percentage chances and percentage of coverage of showers and storms. And I mean, if you're in a good substantial part of Duval right now, north to Nassau, southeast Georgia, you're kind of like
not a lot.
Bluebird. I mean, it's actually pretty nice, but it's in concentrated areas. We wanted to give you heads up about some of those showers and storms, especially south of the area, Ross.
Yeah, south of the area, we had the tornado warning in Palatka, the tornado warning in Flagler. I'm sure you've already touched on these.
Yeah.
As I'm 2 minutes late.
No. Work to do.
I'm just going to drive here a little bit. We're going to go down the line.
I love it.
Down the line.
Where are we starting?
P's and Q's.
Let's head into
west side of Duval, primarily because they were watching this storm a little bit. National Weather Service was for some weak rotation. And some of these storms have just been a little squirrely today.
Yeah.
So we don't want to let our guard down. So southeast sides of Baldwin, headed towards Oakleaf, Orange Park, down even towards Fleming Island. So you get a little bit closer to Highway 17, Lou. We'll be watching for this. Doesn't look too worrisome there. I'm going to hop over on Velocity quick.
Sure.
Hop up here.
Yep.
A little bit, but nothing
major.
Nothing major there on 217.
Well, what's happened? I mean, you get bigger steering flow of a storm, and you see general storm motions. Kind of everything's coming, moving generally from the west northwest to the east southeast. And then, but there's also outflows and/or a bit of a sea breeze that's running into things and causing collisions, causing things to spin. You get a little bit of agitation and shear, and you get that rotation, which was picked up, Doppler indicated. We haven't had any reports from Palatka or down south of Palm Coast to Flagler Beach of anything that's touched down yet. Just a couple damage reports, a couple wind reports in that 40 to 50 mile an hour range. But Oakleaf, you gotta just be on your toes. We do have that thunder. If nothing else, you've got a decent thunderstorm building there. But Ross and I,
and the National Weather Service did say that was a little bit more elevated.
Okay.
Which is not surprising. There's a decent amount of wind shear, I would say, kind of centered over Jacksonville and a little bit further north, but not as much moisture. So you kind of need both of those things to get a significant severe weather risk.
Yeah. And we got what we've had for the last 2 days that unusual kind of August dry air front that came through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it gave us almost 48 hours. Now, granted, we had a couple of spotty showers yesterday, but it gave us maybe 36 hours of unusually kind of dry for the time condition, which we had, again, almost completely rain-free time. Now we've got ourselves another boundary, more or less, kind of stationary, going stationary, and we're getting a little battle of the air masses, and that's going to change that pattern up for us, unfortunately.
And noticeably more humid today, right?
Yeah.
You know, I went on my 3-mile run today, and I felt it.
Did you?
Yeah, third mile wasn't fun. A little crampy.
God, man.
Calves are cramping a little bit. Did
gotta
you do
start
your
running.
3-mile run today, Lou?
I did not.
Did you do your 1-mile run?
I didn't do my 1 mile run.
Did
but
you
but
do
we're
your
going to get
quarter of a mile walk
I got
with
my
old Bernadette?
I got my 15 minutes in.
Oh.
I think we registered we probably registered a quarter mile, if I'm being honest. That's not. I mean, the dog is in better shape than me when it comes to
I
comes to
want
that.
to compare your step count right now.
I didn't wear my Whoop, unfortunately.
Flex on you on the step count.
But your step count's got to be through the roof compared to mine.
Only today. Only today. Yesterday, you probably would have beat me.
Might have gotten you. But yeah, so continuing down the line, looking at, along the
zoom
St.
in.
Johns River,
Yeah.
Clay and Putnam County line there, up 17, but moving across to kind of Rivertown and that area where the Shands Bridge, you kind of cross over and make your way towards the IGP Parkway, World Golf Village, but that Heritage Landing neighborhood. Gosh, man, even this morning on Good Morning Jacksonville, this is eerily similar to what we saw. I mean, it's 4 p.m. 4 a.m.
Yeah.
We were tracking, almost this mirror image.
Because by sunrise, it was pretty much offshore, about offshore. Right?
Yeah, and we had the pretty good rainfall, some thunderstorms offshore, but it was essentially lined up. So an area that's had a lot of rain, or a good bit already from this morning, getting it again right now.
Down the line a little bit further. This was the storm that, or was it?
Kind of maybe that. I think
it's the one over
yeah,
Crescent
I think
City.
it's that. It's
North of Crescent City.
So it has crossed the river, that Lake George area.
A couple lightning strikes, but has shrank down in size a lot.
Yeah, it was a big boy, a tall system, and then the rest of the activity down towards Volusia County and moving towards Daytona Beach.
So still some storms out there tonight. It's going to keep you perhaps on your toes, especially from I-10 South, Lou, but.
And we'll watch 95. So, we're getting closer to that evening commute. We're going to watch I-95 through St. Johns County very carefully, I-10 very carefully as we get close to that evening commute with that little shower coming out of Charlton into northeastern Baker County, but right along I-10. So I get interested in our drive. We've had, going back to the morning show today, really bad traffic accidents. And so it just kind of makes me a little nervous as we think about getting on the interstates again this afternoon. But temps in seasonable for the time of year, we should be around 90.
Yeah.
That would be normal.
Our average time.
And we've kind of stayed essentially below that.
And that's going to be the trend.
Yeah.
For
you try, yeah,
a while.
and you want that on days where it's also Bluebird Day. But the problem is with us, what keeps us below 90 is cloud cover and then
rain and
unsettled
storms.
Shower activity. So that's kind of the battle we're fighting as we get into Friday. I think, kind of a similar lineup as we go through Friday and into the weekend as well.
Got a lot of dark green there.
Yep. So a lot of moisture, the precipitable water. So kind of the fuel to the engine of what we need to get some blinding rain. Those values, when kind of that magic number, 1.8 to up and over 2 inches, that's when you just kind of know these things can pack a punch.
Yeah.
And I will say, looking at that map.
Sorry, you want to go back?
No, it's cool, man. I was just thinking of Labor Day travel again. I know we talked about
Okay,
it, but
some drier places, perhaps.
Yeah, there are some. But Midlands of South Carolina, North Georgia, there is that battle happening that they bring some moisture up there. But the dry air is winning out again. Make a mountain run if you got it in you. Those road trips, do it like in 2-hour bites, like Ross does. Stop off in Hardyville, South Carolina. Get yourself a hot dog, and maybe say hey to my family and friends in Beaufort, and ride up 26 and get into the mountains. From
One-
Greenville, South Carolina. Beautiful this time of year.
You saw it Saturday, like that tropical air, pretty close. Let me see where Saturday. Right there.
Yeah.
Up towards North Georgia.
Yeah.
Got them dogs.
Yes, we do.
And,
so we're thinking, I mean,
Thundering herd.
yeah, Marshall.
Up there in Athens. So there's a
Athens.
chance for maybe some rain early, kind of in the morning, early afternoon. But I
Yep.
think by kickoff, it'll be dry. I think we have that game day
talking
forecast
about
in
that
here
in a
then.
minute.
So
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a bit.
Keep on chugging. So we showed the next 12 hours worth of temperatures. By the morning, low mid 70s yet again. We're kind of out of that.
Maybe some
Florida
coastal
60.
showers?
Yeah. Cannot rule it out. So even that morning commute, that morning walk and bike to school, if you're in those beaches communities from Fernandina down through Ponte Vedra Beach. And even St. Augustine, even computer modeling, so helpful in patterns, so helpful in timing. But obviously, I mean, we can't just pinpoint exactly and say 7:30 a.m. Fernandina, right? But the beach element of that is very helpful. So Fernandina down to St. Augustine certainly could see a coastal shower lining up. And then by the afternoon, the potential for those strong to severe thunderstorms will be right back in the air.
Right again. And I think storm-wise, we're really probably looking about 12 to 6 p.m. for storms.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 6, probably between 6 and 9, more so shower activity.
Okay, and that's important. Friday night football, of course, as we kind of move ahead in the modeling. So now we're getting to warm up time. All right, so guys are out there, getting the hammies right, quads, high stepping a little bit, toe touches, of course.
Of course.
The kickers doing their thing. Kickers, man, and then. Hopefully by 7 o'clock, maybe we get that similar situation we had last Friday where it at least, if nothing else, no lightning, right? And we're playing ball at our typical times. Let's see. Who do I love here? I mean, love to everybody. Don't get me wrong, and no offense to anyone. Interested in, I want to see what Reigns has going on. Excited about them. Mandarin just unfortunately took my Creekside Knights to the shed.
What about Ponte Vedra, Bartram Trail?
And then, of course, you've got the St. Johns County rivalry. These schools, when you're talking Bartram, Ponte Vedra, Nice, Creekside, St. Augustine High.
Some bad blood.
And even Pedro, and now Beachside and Decoy. The new guys, they're coming in. It's interesting. That tight-knit St. John's community gets pretty loose quick. So
They get after it.
Yeah, so Ponte Vedra with a couple of home games. I mean, they were home last week. Get another one right at the house.
They had the Panthers there
Yeah,
last
the
week.
Nice came right across the street, and now Bartram has to go over there. So, yeah, of course, I'm a St. Johns County dude, so I will be watching that keenly.
And then our game of the week.
Yeah.
University Christian at the Crusaders.
Yeah.
Bishop Kenny.
I got a neighbor's son who plays at Bishop Kenny.
Okay.
Very good athlete.
What position is
He'll
he?
be a sophomore. He's athlete, so he's kind of
Okay.
like a two-sided of the ball. He's still young, so I don't know if he's quite carved himself out
Okay.
every day. But always on special teams, out there. But I was talking to him when he was a freshman, and I was asking him, you ready for this? I mean, you ready to get hit, ready to get popped? And he kind of had that same thing you said. It's like he needs that first one.
Yeah.
Get that first one, and then we're ready. But a good receiver, really fast kid.
That reminds me, a little story about myself here.
Yep.
Sophomore in high school.
Okay.
Starting safety went down injured in pregame warmups.
Oh my
was
God.
running back.
Yeah.
Put his hand back because he tripped.
Yeah.
Broke his wrist. Out for 6-8 weeks, however long it was.
God, how unfortunate. That sucks.
And they were like, I was typically like an outside linebacker or defensive end on defense. They're like, Ross, you're smart. You might not be the best athlete out there, but you're smart. And we know you'll be able to, play that position in a smart, intelligent way.
And
you're starting.
You got to play running back?
Safety.
Safety. I thought
Safety.
Okay, safety. Oh, yeah,
Now-
well, you got to be smart to play safety.
Okay, well, you do. You also have to have quick lateral movement.
Correct.
Which I do not. I can run fast in a straight
Straight line capabilities.
But if you're going to come up and do a little dance and juke and stuff,
Watch the hips.
that's not me. I'm not good. I'm going to be diving at air, diving at grass.
Oh, no.
But first play of the game, guy breaks through the line. I mean, he was a fullback, probably 225, 240. I mean, big dude.
Yep.
Legs like trunks.
Okay.
Breaks through the line, and I'm like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
This is not going to be good.
What next?
Again, first time ever playing a varsity football game.
Okay.
I was only 16.
Did you put a helmet on that football? Fumble?
Oh, I went in, closed my eyes,
Yeah.
took his knee right to the head,
Oh.
but brought him down like
go, Ross.
like a
Good tackle,
log.
Ross.
And you just earn the respect of all your teammates there, all those juniors and seniors who are like,
Yep.
they lift you right up.
Oh,
they're
100%.
they're patting you on the back. I was
Grab you by the
dazed.
pads, you're up.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh.
Get up for the next play, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think I only had maybe one or two more tackles the whole game, and I did definitely get juked out on some guys in the open
But
field.
you got that big one.
But I got the first one, and that's all I need to get into the game.
And then yeah, exactly. And as I think it's head coach Kirby Smart, Dogs would say, you got your face in the fan.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You put your face right in the fan. I love to see it. We are going to talk a little football here in a couple of minutes as we get a little more forecast and kind of go through our. We've talked about Friday, and of course we got Labor Day weekend. We got Saturday, Sunday ahead of us, and then Monday. I know a lot of us will have off. It's that weekend of let's grill out, let's have some people over. We got football Saturday and Sunday. Heck, we've got football. There's Thursday night football.
Boise State and USF, I think, both
Yeah,
play tonight.
yeah.
Nebraska and Cincinnati as well.
Okay, so you've got a big football Thursday night, and then Saturday, Sunday, college football's taking over, and then NFL will be right around the corner. So I know that the weekend might be the plan is have folks at the house or go to another guy's house, let them do the cooking, bring a covered dish, but have the indoor backup plans for the weekend. Because we've got the energy for storms out there, and kind of I love the way Ross put it yesterday, and it's a line I'm going to steal. As people ask me the question, it's like it's all day chance of rain, but not all day rain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You could see rain in the morning.
Yep.
Could have a break.
Yep.
Could have more rain in the afternoon and evening, but it's not going to be an all-day steady rain.
Right.
When you do get rain, especially in the afternoon and evening, could be some pretty heavy downpours.
Mm-hmm.
Could have some stronger storms, especially kind of with the upper-level dynamics and the synoptic pattern that we have here. So could be a very busy weekend, but it's not going to be a complete washout.
Correct.
The whole time.
the term washout's important.
Yes.
Now, it's also relative because, you get under one of those downpours as you're trying to get the Kingsford lit, and you'd say, dang it, Turner, that's washing me out. But again, not all day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., just waves of rain. And that's why we have Labor Day weekend kind of highlighted. Weather impact alert, 2 layers to this. First of all, it's going to, our criteria is, will 70% of our area see showers? We check that box, yes, then we highlight red. But then also kind of the tiebreaker is it a holiday? Is it when folks need to really pay keen, close attention to it because of outdoor activities, a desire to get out to the beach or the pool, or it's that first real break after the first few weeks of school. You want to just try to get after it. But we just have your First Coast News apps handy. Have ways to get text alerts sent to you, those push alerts from the app. And you'll be good to go. And we'll have that radar up, and our weekend crew, of course, tracking very carefully. This just got thrown up this morning.
It did, yep. Little tropical wave out there.
Yep.
20% chance over the next 7 days. I've not had a whole lot of time to look at this yet today, Lou.
Right. So, and I've looked at it. So here's a couple of things. So the 20% over the next 7 days, indicating there is still a lot of sheer, a hostile kind of unfavorable development environment in the Atlantic. All right. So it's and then the second takeaway here is, as we talk about really being in the clear for the next 7 to 10 days, let's just say, and it's 0% chance it's not going to develop in the next 48 hours, right? So, but even if it were, with that position, we're talking 12, 13, 14-day trip across the Atlantic.
Long way to go.
Long way to go, and we've got time to watch. And as we get into the peak of the season, this is the area of development, the incubation area that we really want to watch for the long track hurricanes now. But we'll be watching, keep checking in. This is the time of year you want to check in at least once a day on the tropical forecast, just to know you got 7 to 10 days out to have everything prepared. But you're prepared now. It's hurricane season. You've got the kit and everything prepped and ready. As we check in again on
just want to do a quick check back on the on the radar here before we switch gears a little.
So most everything sub-severe, strong storms west side, kind of that southwest side of Duval, approaching 295 Oakleaf, Argyle. A little shower there just between Green Cove and Fleming Island.
Losing some of the pop.
It is. Yeah, we're seeing the lightning kind of fall out, but with that blinding rain, nonetheless, if it does kind of drift over towards the Buckman, we're gonna have issues there, and then. Towards St. Johns County, just a good moderate steady rain falling there along Highway 13, just along the river. So Rivertown down to Heritage Landing, down to that Woodpecker's Barbecue.
Love that barbecue.
Good, isn't it?
You know what I love? When I love eating barbecue?
When's that? Football time?
Football time.
Oh, baby.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
You ready?
What are we calling it? The Ross and Lewis football experience.
Oh, well, the Weather Watchers football forecast,
Okay. Well,
I think is the official term dubbed by Toby and Tate, our new
All right, Toby
digital
and Tate.
content
All right,
producers.
I'll live with it. Very good.
I love the name.
Yep.
Little round of applause to them. So let's first just start forecast-wise for the storms around our area. We kind of mentioned Athens up there in North Georgia looking pretty good, but over in Tallahassee, you got Bama, you got Florida State. Storms are going to be around in the afternoon. Similar story for Long Island University. The Sharks,
Yeah.
big chompers, coming down to the real chompers.
Oh, dear.
The Florida Gators in Gainesville, 7 p.m.
I think Alabama, this is not betting advice, so don't take it to the bank. And you could probably correct me on it, but I think Bama is almost a two-score favorite.
I would imagine at least.
In that one.
Yes.
It is week one, game one, in tally, so you just never really know. And then Florida's, I think, almost a 40-point
Yeah, though
favorite.
those second and third stringers are going to get a lot of playing time in the back half of that game
avoid some
tomorrow.
injuries there, and then I don't even need to talk. Georgia Marshall. Let's see. So game
yeah.
picks. Ross, introduce it. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, so we're going to pick 4 games every single week from now through the end of the regular season, primarily games that are either on ABC. Of course, we're the home of the SEC here at ABC 25 and First Coast News, but also just some of the bigger SEC games going on around the country each week. So we're going to pick 4 games every week. We're going to keep a running tab of what my record and what Lewis's record is. Have we decided what the stakes are?
Okay, so for now, I need I'll get you a Gamecock jersey, you get me a Penn State jersey.
Okay.
And at the end of the season, we just got to go full stream. Loser wears the other man's jersey.
Shake on it.
Shake on
All
it.
right.
And
There
then
we
we'll do that through the duration of the stream. So there we go.
First game.
High stakes. All right, so Texas, Ohio State. This is the defending national champions versus the favorite, Vegas betting favorite to win the national championship. This year it's week 1. It's in Ohio State. I think it's a toss-up game. I think Ohio State may be a 1.5-point favorite in this. You've got Arch Manning versus a young front seven, newish front seven with Ohio State, but they've got a safety.
Caleb Downs?
Yes. Smart. You talk about being smart, like smart football player, great athlete. So will Arch be able to pick that apart? And then, Ohio State's weapons. I have made my pick here. I know which way you're going to go because, to heck with Ohio State for you.
At Penn State, we had a little phrase.
Yeah. Which is
Something the Bucks.
Okay, got it. Understood. I think it probably rhymes.
Yep.
And I'm going to go Ohio State. I knew which way Ross was going to go. I'm going to have to get a little different here because a couple of games here we're going to obviously pick the same thing. But I do think at home Ohio State gets it done. All right, Alabama, Florida State. What's your breakdown of these two? Anything in depth?
Not really. I think Alabama could be not only an SEC winner this year,
Sure.
But also perhaps a national championship contender. Florida State, I think they're going to be a lot better this year, but
I think
they're going to struggle. This is going to be an 0-1 start for the Noles, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I think so too. All right, so now
LIU, Florida.
Let's go Cupcake and let's go Gator. And we both go UF there.
Then the big game, Saturday night,
Saturday
here on ABC 25.
7:30.
Death Valley to Death Valley.
Death Valley to Death Valley. LSU has to go and watch those boys run down the hill, touch Howard's Rock.
And Brian Kelly and LSU haven't won their starting game
since 2019.
Since he's been there. He loses his first game. Now, some of that's because they play these big matchups.
They do, and respect to them for that. But eventually, law of averages, you think maybe that plays itself out. Now, I am never, ever, ever going to pick Clemson. I don't care about the bet. I don't care about anything else. So I'm obviously picking LSU here. However, the heart says LSU wins because I just can't stand that paw, being a South Carolina guy. But the head does say Clemson in this. I think just better coaching, Overall, I think Dabo, as much as it makes me sick, he builds a culture, right? So he's got something special in Clemson. They're going there 7:30 at night. That's tough, but LSU wins just because.
Yeah, I'm going with Clemson.
Sure.
I think Cade Klubnik's going to be a stud.
He's
got weapons.
Yep.
Antonio Williams, Wesco, I believe, is one of their other guys.
Yes.
They have probably 2, if not maybe 3 first-rounders
Yep.
on their defense.
They make NFL players.
So
does LSU.
Clemson plays a lot lower stature of opponents most of the year, but I think they're going to be a national championship contender.
Yeah, and both
year.
teams have the luxury, as does Texas, Ohio State, LSU, Clemson. You come out of here with an L, you've got the whole season, and Clemson especially with that daunting ACC schedule they've got to go up against. And then my Cox. All right, so
Do you want to do Heisman picks, or do you want to save that?
Let's save it
for next week.
let's save it. We'll
Running
have
out of
something.
time.
We'll have that something in the chamber for next week.
Toss up the 7-day here.
We did pick some Heismans for your viewing pleasure, but they're locked in. So just know they're locked in. We're not going to change anything between now and we see a few games played. But 7-day forecast, kind of in summation, Ross. Showers and storms again. 60% of us will see them for a Friday. Those northeast winds persist.
Yep.
And it feeds in that moisture off the beach, and we get the action from up above, and that just enhances it for Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, cooler and breezier, but not really great weather to get outside per se. Plenty of rain and storm chances in the 7-day forecast there, at least through the weekend, perhaps Labor Day and Tuesday as well.
Either way, it's a holiday weekend. Make the most of it. Enjoy the heck out of it. Watch some college football and have fun with your friends. We'll be right here at 5 o'clock. See you later. Hi, folks. I'm meteorologist Lewis Turner, working here at First Coast News. We're on your side. Been here since